We're going to look at recording some EDrums today. And in the midst of doing that, we're going to quantize the drums that we record off the EDrums. The EDrum kit that I have is a Yamaha DTXplorer. So it's an old one, but you know what? It works really well. Nothing wrong with it. I think in the time I've had it, I've replaced like one chord with it, and it was just a simple 1/4 inch TRS cable that I replaced it with. So, nothing wrong with it. It wasn't broken, nothing like that. And so today we're just going to record some drums off of that into EZdrummer. Again, we're going to use Studio One Pro version 4 as our DAW. And then what we're going to do is look at the Midi editor in Studio One 4 as well, after we have recorded our drums into the DAW. Yeah, easy. So let's get right to it. Okay, and what I'm going to also do here, just before we actually start recording the drums, is I'm just going to restore the MIDI, okay? So restoring the MIDI, because you see right here we've got all of these little dots. These are our MIDI notes, the little red notes behind our actual waveforms here. Those are the MIDI information notes that we saved when we rendered the MIDI to these audio tracks. So if I just, let's see if I think I need to select all of them. There we go. Okay, so Control Shift, click, click. Now if we click here and go down to transform to instrument track. Okay, so what it's going to do now is it's going to dump the audio out. It's going to re-render the audio back into the MIDI instrument track that we had. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And boom, there we are. Okay, so now we've got this instrument track that we put in here when we were actually playing with the different MIDI tap to find function in the EZdrummer 2 program, and we found those tracks and built kind of a little song out of it, and then we moved it into Studio One. So this is the MIDI information that we originally had. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can actually continue recording something. So I'm just going to play it so that I kind of remember, how the track went. Okay. So now what we're going to go hop on my Yamaha DTXplorers, and we're going to basically jump on the drums. We'll record the drums right into EZdrummer on our program here. And then just before we do that, we need to just quickly set it up here. So a couple double things to double check here. Open up EZdrummer. Here we go. Okay, so we've got EZdrummer open. Now you just want to double check your MIDI settings, okay? So click on Menu, and then go down to Settings. Just click on General. Okay, so General, we're good there. MIDI libraries, we don't need that. MIDI events, don't need that. Well, MIDI in channel, we want to make sure that we're getting whatever channel you've set your MIDI instrument to. In this case, my Yamaha is set up in Studio One as any MIDI channel, so we'll leave it as any. EDrums. Now this is important, okay? If you're playing on a Yamaha kit, you want to make sure that you're using the Yamaha preset, okay? Because Yamaha's MIDI settings are a little bit different than Roland, and they're a little bit different than just the general MIDI mapping. There's a few notes that are a little odd, so if I'm hitting a tom, it's probably going to give me a cymbal instead. So this way, you're telling EZdrummer all the MIDI that's coming in from the Yamaha drum kit, convert that to MIDI notes that translate into the same instruments in EZdrummer. Okay, so we're just basically it's like translating a language, okay? You're saying a word in English, and you want the program that's in German to understand the English word that you're saying, and it knows what word that is when it translates it to German. That's kind of an easy way to say what MIDI mapping is. You're translating from one language to another. In this case, we're translating Yamaha's MIDI language on the DTXplorer into EZdrummer's MIDI mapping. Okay, so we'll set that and we're good to go. All right, so we're just going to move over to the drum area here, and I'll just show you what I got going on here. One quick second. The area I've got set up for my EDrums here, okay, so I've got the Yamaha DTXplorer, you can see there, okay, and I've just got the MIDI connection on the back here, all of my 1/4" jacks, and then I've actually got I'm sending the audio out to a mixer that I don't really need today, but I do have that if I just want to jam out or whatever. And then I set myself up a copy. There's my main computer over here. Okay, so what I did is I duplicated my desktop 1, which is that one. Okay, that's my desktop 2, that's desktop 1. So I duplicated desktop 1 over to this monitor that's in front of my drums so that I can sit here and record, and that's what I'm going to do today. And then what also I've done is I've got a wireless keyboard here, so I can use my wireless keyboard to control my Studio One off of this monitor while I'm watching it, and it's just all happening wirelessly on my main recording computer over in the background. So that's how I've got things set up here. Let's get recording. What we're looking at today is just looking at Studio One version 4, Studio One Pro, and recording MIDI drums into it. So we connected our Yamaha DTX drums and we recorded something, and we got that laid out nicely. And what we're going to look at in the next video is how we're going to do the input quantize and change the velocity of our hits, because I know I'm a light hitter sometimes and I probably hit a few of those notes pretty light, but we'll be able to fix that. And then what we'll do after that is we'll be able to change the notes around and change the different drum hits and things like that too. So thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe link below and hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified anytime that we put a new video up. And thanks again for watching, and always keep making music.